Entertainment. Join the fun.
Life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
Yeah.
Niger here, when it gives you rodo, what you do is you make what's it now? What's it now? No, not stew.
Oh.
Ayamashe. Ayamashe.
Yeah, exactly.
Ofada. That's what you do. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, everyone. Tuesdays remain a second opportunity to get your week started right. Now, if your Monday didn't go as planned, don't worry, we got you. We got you.
It is said to be the most productive day of the week. Well, it's not the busiest. Monday most definitely will take that particular title. But hey, come on, we're here for Tuesday to make it like no other way. We are culinary experts. Winfrey doesn't normally get her head dirty, but hopefully today she will get down to work with our chef in the kitchen. Jenny, how are you doing?
No. Good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Good.
Beautiful Tuesday morning.
Good.
I mean, it's the start of the week, so yeah. We're excited to be here. It's gonna be a great
Are you really excited in your heart of heart?
I am. Do I look excited?
Is that coming from your inner?
Don't I look excited?
Don't forget the look. I mean, your heart.
She's happy.
Maybe you are thinking of in bed now, getting some very nice breakfast in bed or something.
On a Tuesday, Mike.
On a Tuesday morning. I'm not sure where Mike's mind is. Mike, where's your
No.
mind? Come back to us.
Okay. All right. Well, it's going to be a wonderful show we have in store for you today. My name is Mike Mesikero.
And I'm Titilaya Oyinson. We've garnished and sprinkled some amazing moments together just for you so we can help you get that smile on your face. And you can watch us live from almost absolutely anywhere online.
Yeah, definitely.
From our website, that's
Website, of course.
tvcentertainment.tv or on YouTube at TVC Entertainment.
The app is also available on Apple Store and, of course, the Google Play Store, where you can watch us anywhere around the world. You can also hear us on social media. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across the social media platforms at TVC Entertainment on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and X.
Joining us today, we will be having an expert on parenting. We're going to be talking about hygiene in children. That's a deep one, a very, very deep one, in fact. Now, we have Coco coming back to the studio today. And when she started out, she was very expressive, great communicator, and this allowed her to utilize this skill in different ways. She helps people communicate better or more effectively with their young ones. And on health, we have a mental health expert coming our way today. The unintended consequences of mental health is going to be discussed by Ese Ayagbene, and she's been practicing as a counseling psychologist for the past decade, specializing in working with individuals in need with the primary objective of helping them overcome trauma and enhance their mental resilience. We will have birthday shout-outs coming your way as well. We're celebrating you and your loved ones a little later on. Angelica Bell, her music career began in the university. And yeah, Angelica is one of those amazing performers you really want to hear from. She has worked as the lead singer for a live band called the Blue Pearls for quite a while, and that's where she honed her craft and developed her vocals. Now, she is, or rather, she was signed to Nigerian Ninjas for a while and left the label after the late, great Sound Sultan passed away. But there's so much to talk about with this amazing performer. We'll see her soon.
So we all have a touch of brown.
Well, Mike is doing brown.
Do we?
Brown chew.
Yo, they dropped the memo.
Well, you
It's not
you got the
shit,
memo,
bro.
it's just that your stubbornness will not allow its flow.
Who's talking about stubborn? Look at all of us. Who looks the most stubborn? Look at that billboard.
It's you.
Incidentally, yeah, this weekend was the first time I was passing Third Mainland since the reopening.
No way.
Really?
You've not been going to the island,
Just
Mike.
drove through Tamilan to try it out.
You just, I didn't want to do that. So I intentionally didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do it if I didn't have business to do. But maybe there are times if I had to go, maybe I might go through Corridor Road or stop somewhere, and then I have to go. But I didn't have anything to do on the island for a while. There are times where I didn't do that.
Yeah.
And I was disappointed a bit.
Mike.
The high people were happy this thing.
Really?
Man. The high people gave this thing. I thought that when I enter, it would be like I'm driving on gold or something.
Really?
The high people gave this thing was just.
That was fast now.
That was fast. It seems so.
I'm serious.
It seems so.
I actually feel
But
even
because
the first time I was on it, the feeling was different from the next time.
From next time.
I'm telling you.
Because-
I just think maybe you were over it. After the first time, you just get
because I still saw them painting
okay.
at some parts of.
Touching up.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
No, this one was painting. Those because those pickup truck, by the way, and this was the center curb.
Oh,
so there were people on it like they were. It was.
Was it during the day?
Yes, during the day.
Oh.
It was during
So
the
I
day.
think another time,
Normally,
another trail is also at night.
so maybe I'll get that effect. So
Exactly.
what happened was that I had to come back earlier. Normally I would stay till night whenever I had to go to Ireland for that kind of stuff. I'll come back at night, but I won't even want to do it like that. But my point is that it seemed like where Antia started on the road. It seemed so.
Yeah. And
It seemed like the freshness. No, how long? You know the commode.
Fresh. It wasn't. It was smooth. It
Yeah.
was super smooth.
It
but
is.
It wasn't necessarily leveled.
Okay.
So you're still feeling. All
Yeah, but
Of course. So you know. Okay. So
because some people go
I
like,
always
this is
play devil's
not
advocate.
Canada. This is Lagos. You know they were going with that feel.
It's social media.
But when I pass it, I say,
It's social media.
I wouldn't even think that this is Ghana.
You have to realize that is still one of the most engineering marvels that you can find in Africa. One of the largest. Yes, a floating bridge that is not supported by anything at the top. It's actually an engineering marvel. And the fact that it's still standing.
Let me just
after
it
all
like
these-
that.
No. You should go Google it. You should go Google it. But at this point, there's only one time I don't like going on that bridge.
Marvel called this in
When it's raining.
I love it. That's
When
the
it's
best
raining.
time.
On Third Mainland Bridge?
Yes.
Scary.
Wow.
I had my dream come
don't know.
true one day. It was dark. It was raining. I was playing Disney music.
Wow. Disney music. Do you see what just happened there?
It was just so cool.
You know what? We have to
trying to tell you,
take
we have to
the
take the
weather
the rain,
at
but
this point.
mine took it away.
Stay with us.
Bringing the news on Wake Up Nigeria, I am Mike Messi-Kennel. Now we'll kick off with a security development in Abuja, where all the victims kidnapped from their homes in a neighborhood in Dawaki by gunmen dressed in military camouflage have regained freedom. The FCT Commissioner of Police, Ben Igwe, confirmed this in Abuja. Sifon Essien reports.
Faith Aldo is happy to have regained freedom. She was among several others kidnapped on Sunday in this neighborhood in Dawaki, a suburb of Abuja. But following a joint operation by security forces, she and several others were rescued.
I just appreciate God for His love, for saving our life. Because when I was inside there, I was just praying that our senior pastor used to declare for us that none of his members will die like a chicken. And I'm one of them, and I am faith. I have that faith that I cannot die like a chicken, and I will not die a premature death. So I cannot die like a chicken. That is my prayer there. And all of them, let's go just take control of everything there. Send people that will rescue us. And I even thank God, God answered my prayer. And we did not expect that we see people inside there. And God just doing His miracle.
She says they were made to walk up the hills for 3 hours before help came.
We reached like 3 hours before they get us. Like 3 hours before we jam with those people and we will escape. Like 3 hours.
4 of the victims had earlier escaped being taken up the hills. Julius Lawal is one of them.
They break the door, going down, come carry one my guy. The time where they carry my guy, they stand like that, carry one. Hit me for my leg. I think is where I see yesterday happened. I come climb on top of my fence. Jump.
The rescue effort, we have finished the rescue effort. I led the operation personally. There's no person that is in any kidnappers then. All has been rescued. They have been returned back to their homes. As we are coming down from the mountain, we saw those who are exhausted. We have to pick them and took them to Gwarinpa Hospital, and they are back to their homes. We have been telling the criminals that it's not business as usual.
We gathered that the police are now blocking the routes used by kidnappers coming into Abuja. Sifon Essien, TVC News, Abuja.
Quite some uplifting news there. Now Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja has dismissed the request by detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, for the restoration of his revoked bail and his removal from the custody of the Department of State Services to a house arrest or prison custody. Justice Nyako said the same request had been brought before her by Mr. Kanu but was dismissed for want of merit. She adds that he jumped the bail earlier granted him and escaped the country. The judge also held that the sureties who stood for him in the earlier bail had applied to be discharged and had been discharged on the ground that they could not locate Kanu and did not know his whereabouts. Justice Nyako said that the only option left for Kanu was to go to the Court of Appeal and exercise his right of appeal. The leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, however, faulted his trial, claiming it is illegal.
He's committed an act of terrorism. Because I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial. Is not done anywhere in the world.
Ordinarily, we expected that this court would have just followed suit by restoring his bail, but it didn't happen. The court made some order that he felt is in our favor, but really it's not in our favor. He made modifications in the conditions of his detention at the DSS. If you recall, they used to take documents from us. They used to listen in because they bugged the place and everything. She made an order that the room should be changed and all that. But I think this is barbaric and that we should take note. This is barbaric.
Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has announced 5 days of mourning following the death of the country's president, Ibrahim Raisi. Raisi was killed in a helicopter crash in a mountainous area of northwestern Iran along with Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdullahi. Reports confirm that they were killed after the helicopter they were traveling in came down on Sunday. Ayatollah Khamenei said he offered his condolences to the dear people of Iran. Maraisi had been tipped as a potential successor to the supreme leader. In the meantime, Vice President Mohammed Mokbeh has been appointed to assume interim duties. Iran's cabinet has also appointed Deputy Foreign Minister Ali Bagheri Kani as acting foreign minister. And that's the news for this hour. We'll take a short break. Stay with us. We'll be back in a bit.
Personal trainer from iFitness. This morning I'll be a personal trainer, so I'll be taking you on lower body today. So first of all, we'll be starting with the warm-up. So I'll be using the dumbbells. So if you don't have a dumbbell at home, you can actually get a water bottle, probably fill it with water, and let's get started. So let's start with the warm-up. So I want us to start with squat, the body weight squat. So when squatting, do not allow your knees come further than your shoes or your toes. That's one. So you should be conscious of your knees coming more than your toes. So when you go down, you push your hips back like you're sitting down. You push back, then you go down, you come up. So let's go for 10. We'll go down. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Good. 4. Always be conscious of your knee. 5. So you hold on. We'll try this twice. We'll go back again. The second set after 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go again. I give you a side view. Watch me. Down. 1. Go down. 2. Remember, your knee should not come more than your shoes. 4. That's 5. Thank you. So all right, now we're making use of the dumbbells now. We start with the goblet squat. So you pick the dumbbells, you hold like this on your shoulder, on your chest. Then make sure your 2 feet are facing forward. Don't open your legs too wide. So you go down again the same way you did your warm-up. Push down. Good. 1. Go for 12 reps. 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. You go. 1. You go. 2. We go. 3. Let's go. 4. No pain, no gain. 5. Like I said, if you don't have a dumbbell, you can make use of your water bottle, fill it with water, and let's go. It's fun. Pick it up. Are we good? So watch me. We go again. 1. We go for 10. 2. 3. 4. Let's go, don't give up. It's fun. 5. So we do the second leg, the same thing. But for the second leg, I'll give you a side view. So you see what I'm doing. You go, back, 1, back, 2. You go again, that's 3. You go down, 4. You go down, keep your body straight, 5. 1 set. Okay?
Oh, it's just the little things that count. That was so cute. I imagine police officers with teddy bears. Oh, that's
No,
cute.
you call them, those are cops.
They're cops. They're not police officers. They're cops. They're cops. Okay.
Police officers.
Well, I'm smiling now, but when I was reading this, I wasn't really smiling. I was almost in tears. It was a post we found online, which apparently started out on a WhatsApp group. And it starts like this. Advice needed. This woman is asking advice. In 2021, her 18-year-old son, who was set to travel abroad for studies, came home with a 26-year-old lady. He introduced her as his girlfriend and the mother of his twin babies. Now, this is an 18-year-old about to go abroad to study, and the husband is angry. That's her husband, angry that, you know, and saying he's not even paying the boys' school fees anymore. You know, he's really upset. But then, obviously, she being a mother was like, oh, my son brought home twins. Children are a blessing from God. Let's embrace them. At least he even brought her home. Eventually, he goes abroad, you know. This is her only child. The son is the only child. He goes abroad for his studies. And her husband even goes as far as saying, you know what, before accepting these children into their house, he wants to do DNA. And then the mother says, you know what, these children look like your son. They look like your son. Just don't waste money on DNA. Just, you know, embrace the children, because children are from God. They're blessings from God. Hop, skip, and jump later. She embraces this young lady, 26-year-old, makes her part of the family, even gives her her jewelry to wear, brings her into the home. And now her husband passed away last year, and apparently at age 68 or something like that, 67. And she then finds out that the woman was actually her husband's mistress. And she had literally been living with her husband's mistress and his own 2 children in their own house. It was shocking, to say the least.
How did she find out?
She found out after the man had passed away.
How?
Now, I'm not sure how she found out.
She said
but
during the funeral.
during the funeral.
Maybe,
How?
Maybe his will or something now.
Oh, goodness knows.
Who knew?
Goodness.
See, let me. You remember that? Remember that case we spoke here about the woman who went to do CS and said her husband left her and all of that.
Yeah.
You know that was not the case.
Yeah.
A lot of the things started developing.
Yeah, sure.
So you see, when things happen like this, we base it on what is out there. It might not be truth. In fact, more often than not, it's not true because we've not heard from both sides. And especially when somebody has passed on, we can't hear from a person's side. I'm just saying. But like, I would love to know how she found out.
Yeah.
You know, how she found out.
But how do you, this woman is going through some serious mental turmoil
and has been begging. So apparently the son was literally in on it.
Yes.
Literally planned with the father to deceive the woman to let the
and the father was the one that was fighting for a DNA.
Yes.
Yes.
And you should have been correct.
So the anger and everything.
DNA,
Well.
The anger and everything was literally forged.
Yeah.
And like the man was pretending to be upset and all. I just think that's just the height of deceit. I don't know. When
humans are scum.
So that was why I said the heart of man. I said that before we started.
Desperately wicked.
I was thinking, why would the son though? The son though.
That's it.
That was my issue.
But that son is a G.
What really, Mike? Really? First of all, which one is
if you were a woman and your daughter did that for you, I'm just saying, no, first of all, forget what happened. I'm just saying,
why would I even want that? Which kind of role model are you?
I'm not trying to exculpate the man, all right? This is not a moral thing. What he did was, you know, but I'm talking about for his son to stand up for his father from
like
that young age. Bro.
Wow.
Bro code.
Wow. Mike, I can't believe you're saying this. think about the emotional turmoil this woman is going through right now. She's literally embraced this young woman into her home, has fed and looked after those babies like her own children.
I just feel like sometimes some men are just highly selfish, and I think is disheartening. Right?
It's not a
because
please,
wait. We're talking about this situation, right? I feel some men are highly selfish, and then he obviously preyed on the fact that he knew the type of person his wife was, and that is very. I feel that's the height of like.
Oh, you know she's a lovely person.
Demoness.
No, but
if that's like, I know it's not a word, but yeah, seriously, because it's really seriously, think about it. And that is really wrong because they are in the same space. They were in the same space, in the same house, and you're doing all of that. That's why he didn't live long.
What extracurricular
That's why he didn't live long. Like, you can't tell me nothing.
In the house.
That man,
Mike.
And it's so sad because the son was literally the only son. Yeah, now, of course, she's asking what can she do. But what can she do? The man has died, he has died. She has to forgive the son and move on. But I just think it's just wrong. Like, I don't know where guys get their ideas to do certain things from or say certain things and believe, okay, fine, because this woman is an emotional person or she's a soft person. And you collect. Like, there's no...
And then the emotional connection she must have built with those children, the twins. The emotional connection she would have built.
And she actually said it, that if they actually came out outrightly to tell him that he was a man, so she still would have actually accepted them. But it's knowing plainly, everybody deserves the truth. That is just wrong.
It was really, really... I don't know. I was just, I'm wondering because she says here that it's been tormenting her daily and it's driving her to depression.
Yeah.
Tormenting her?
And the man literally went to pay the dowry on the girl on the behalf of the son after the son literally left.
Wow.
So he married a second wife in the house with your wife in the house.
For the son or for himself?
Of course it was for himself now, but he
paid it on behalf of the son. So legally, in papers, is the son married to
he paid he told her he was going there with his relatives to pay the dowry on the girl for the son, but of course it wasn't for the son.
Okay. So, but they're not legally married. That's what we're saying.
The son is in the abroad doing his studies.
The man has a second wife in the house. Mike, what is confusing you?
I'm not confused.
Why are you for me feigning ignorance? Please, don't allow me to change for you this morning. So, because I don't understand.
I'm just saying
these questions they're asking.
Where does a woman like this begin from now? Where does she start
When they give you topic and your blood is boiling.
Now, we haven't even heard what happened later on because you don't even know if this man, in his wisdom, decided to will anything to this woman or the children.
That's what she mentioned. Now, she said something about boiling. On issues like this, so for a PDD Cassie issue, I'll boil. But I remember how I boiled for the other situation. And when I read the upcoming, I was humble. So on issues like this, please permit me that.
No, we have the fact. Boil on the facts we have. When you see the other fact, you now unboil.
No. I will not feel like, I better one chance.
So my issue now is why would...
so what advice does she need, first of all, now? Does she need
where does
advice?
She go from there? What does she
where does she need to go to? Now, the children are now her...
Stepchildren.
They are stepchildren, rather than her grandchildren, as it were. And I don't think anything should change. These ones are here. The son is in there, bro. So she's with the kids, right? So I would say that the man has passed on. That was not ideal. I'm sure he felt like that was a bad thing to do, betraying trust. That was betrayal of trust. And, but that kept peace in some ways until he passed on.
Wow.
And the effects now are going to be felt. And all of that.
You know what?
Don't change the norm on the behalf of the kids.
He obviously didn't have peace.
And wherever he is,
it was obvious,
rolling in his grave right now.
No, I mean, you can't guarantee that, but I mean, you can't do that kind of thing and have
But I'm just more concerned with that son. That guy is a G.
Wow.
They'll do it to him.
Hopefully,
you can't tell me.
Well, what goes around comes around, doesn't it?
Does it?
We would love to hear your thoughts on this as well.
You deceive her like that. Oh, Lord. 9 months. Labor.
At the end, let me just ask, from based on what Titi said, do you believe in karma?
What goes around comes around. But we would love to hear your thoughts. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Tag us WakeUpNigeria TVCE and let us know what you think about this particular story. We'll be back after this.
Real code.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
So, have you ever wondered what happens behind the curtains of a man's mind? Or perhaps you're one of those who wonder what men talk about when they gather. Well, here goes. Imagine what it takes to put together the perfect cocktail. Or maybe mocktail. We need a bit of sports, a sprinkling of current affairs, some very deep topical issues, and last but not the least, a healthy dose of grumbling of those we love to hate. And yes, you guessed it, women. So, if you catch the drift, then you're onto something. We will provide you with the right insights into most of your curiosities, right here within this beautiful cocktail we call the Black Table.
Daily Trust newspaper. It says here, bandits in military uniform abduct 20 in Abuja. 2 attackers captured, according to police, and estates buy pump action, other weapons for vigilantes. We've been taxed to fix police vehicle, say the residents. Wow, interesting. Beneath the masthead there, it says, Kano governor buys 2.7 billion naira vehicles for lawmakers. World leaders react as Iran's president is buried today. Minimum wage, no going back on May 31st ultimatum, says Labour. It also says here, federal government reviews 14 trade subjects, syllabi, and decries teachers' shortage. I need 35 different visas to travel within Africa, says Dangote. And finally, youths hit jackpot with Notcoin in crypto trading. Token gets high-profile listing on Binance and major exchanges. And that's what we have on the cover of the Daily Trust.
You know there's something you want to talk about.
Well, hey, so there is a lot about that particular industry that we don't really talk about on the show, but
I know. There's one I've been listening I've been seeing so much. Tap swap. I don't know what.
Yeah, so tap swap. So essentially, it's mining, and they're using our devices to mine. So you tap and mine coin. Yeah. So that's how Notcoin was mined. And
you just be tapping.
Yeah, just keep tapping, and they give you tasks to do. Just keep tapping on your phone.
And then at the end of the day,
so what they're essentially...
if you don't understand the crypto space, be careful.
Yeah,
that's all I would say.
Yeah, you know, so you're not paying to tap. You're just charging your phone and using your data.
You know, and the thing about crypto is not just a Nigerian thing, even around the world.
Yeah.
Yes, we understand that there are methods of paying now that are digitized and even go further, based off on the blockchain.
Yeah.
But as it were, Binance has had issues not just in Nigeria, but even around the world. I mean, we've seen the CEOs and all of that, the founders even being arrested and all that. I'm just saying that crypto is a space where a lot has been happening, a lot can happen. If you don't understand it, just be careful. Don't just jump into it. And if you do understand it, be careful.
So the premise is gamification. There are a lot of people that game online.
Game online, I understand.
Games,
yeah.
First-person shooter games and all that. And these people spend hours on their phones tapping anyway.
Tapping.
So the premise is you're making money.
Just be careful. And don't fall to the pressure of other people trying to push you inside. When there's pressure to push you inside something, Okay.
You know what? Let's move on to the next paper. I'll
Yeah.
be tapping in the next 30 minutes, Mike. But Daily Independent is here as well. It says here on Rivers crisis, don't set Niger Delta on fire. Jonathan tells Wike Fubara, urges ceasefire, says they must work for Rivers' interests. Only federal institutions, students can access student loans now, according to federal government. And Labour meets to review 48,000 minimum wage proposal by federal government. NABTEB begins syllabus review of 14 trade subjects, decries inadequate teachers. And Nnamdi Kanu blasts federal government prosecutor, calls him a terrorist. Reps threaten to block accounts of MDAs over incorrect remittances, say cement manufacturers using court injunction to delay price hike probe. And that's what we have on the cover of the Daily Independent.
Yeah, of course, the major headline there, that is a call from former President Goodluck Jonathan. And I think that kind of call, the elders should have a sit-down with these people. Because like I said, and you know, yes, I understand where you want to go into governance and you want to ensure that the people you have around you are for you. But when politics is still going on after this time, governance will suffer. That's what's happening. That's what he's trying to say. He says, don't set Niger Delta on fire because, look, the time you should spend governing, you're using it to fight enemies and all of that. So that is the call from former President Goodluck Jonathan.
We have the Daily Times newspaper with us as well. It says here, Clark accuses Ganduje Damagum of encouraging Wike to derail democracy in Rivers. Still the same topic or area of focus from the last paper we discussed. It says here, APC-PDP national chairman collaborating with federal government, or rather FCT minister, to frustrate Fubara. It says here, nationwide strike looms as Labour gears up for June 3rd, a list condition to avert industrial crisis. At the bottom there, reps warn cement manufacturers against shunning invitation. ASU wants Tinubu to intervene in its demands. And Nigerians will suffer if judges are not well paid. Operations. That's page 3 has more on that. Let's see what we have at the top there. You're a terrorist, Nnamdi Kanu blasts federal government's lawyer in court. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Times.
Okay.
We have the Vanguard newspaper here right now. It says, on POS, anger, frustration over high cost of cash withdrawals as operators gradually take over banks' ATM function. Customers relate sad experiences in states. Banks sell cash to us, say Delta POS operators.
How much is the charge now? When last did you?
I'm not someone that uses POS as much, unless absolutely necessary, and I've never really asked about the charges. But I will confirm that a little later on. We have some other headlines here. Tinubu, United Nations, African Union, Arab leaders mourn as Iranian President Raisi dies in helicopter crash. Page 9 has more on that. ICANN, Accountability Index, will enhance management of public funds, says Okwuosa. Man United want Osimhen. Interesting. That's the sports story headline there. And I'll wrap it up with this. It says here on electricity and minimum wage, NLC, TUC mobilize for strike. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard. All right, then that's how we wrap it up on the headlines in the dailies for this morning. Thanks, Mike, for hanging out with me on this one. We would love to hear your thoughts on this as well. Please use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and tag us WakeUpNigeria TVCE with your thoughts. Winfrey is standing by with our chef. What's cooking?
Yes, and welcome to the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen this beautiful Tuesday morning. And I have here with me Chef Walia. Hi, Chef. How you doing? I love it when I enter. I'm very good, thank you. I love it when I enter the kitchen, right? And then I'm already smelling the ingredients before the food even starts cooking. Literally means that we're literally going to have a bowl today, right? Awesome. So tell me, what are we making today? Oven grilled fish, okay. And Oh, okay. Oh, okay, just on the side as well. So the main thing is actually the fish. That's the, oh, nice, awesome. What type of fish is this, if I may ask? Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Anyways, let's take a quick break to sort out some technicals, and then we'll be back shortly. Yay, welcome back. And so here with Chef Walia, and we're making grilled fish, right?
Yes.
With yam chops on the side. Now tell me, what do we need to bring this grilled fish recipe to life?
So we have here our rough blended pepper.
Okay.
We have our bell pepper, scotch bonnet, ginger and garlic, then spring onions and normal onions. So that's just it basically we are using for our grilled fish.
Yes, yes.
So then our seasoning, we have our seasoning here, chicken seasoning and curry. So we have our fish seasoning here, we have our salt, then lemon for some extra flavor. So we are just frying. These ones are for just garnishing our cucumber, spring onions. So basically you'll be frying our stew. Stew basically, then we'll rub it, marinate it with the fish, then go straight to the oven.
To the oven, all right. So what's the process for the yam chops?
So we are just frying.
Okay, we're just frying the yam chops.
We are frying.
Well. We're not also grilling it?
No, we'll fry.
Okay, we'll fry it. I mean, tell me, I was asking, what type of fish is that?
Mullets.
Mullet fish.
Yes.
Oh, okay. There are different types of fishes.
Yeah.
Okay, mullet fish. Amazing. Okay, so where do we start from? I guess we have to slice our onion.
Yes, to slice our onions.
Yeah.
Then we can add our
oil into, that's normal vegetable oil, right?
Yes.
Into the pan. And, yeah. Okay. Slice our onion.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I mean, Mike, we're grilling fish, you want... He had an incident with grilled fish, and since then he's been worried about this. But anyways, yeah, so, okay, so now we're slicing our onion.
Yes, we're slicing. So we'll saute, because we already have onions here.
Yes,
so we'll saute this, then remove it. We don't want it to be too soft, so we remove it, then we'll fry our stew.
Fry the stew as well. Okay, because we already have onion. Do you have normal onion? You said spring onions.
We have both spring onions and yes.
Normal onions. All right, nice. So how long are we going to be grilling our fish for?
20 minutes. We grill for 20 minutes, then broil for 5 minutes, so max.
Okay, so what's the process of broiling?
So it's just direct it from the oven. Okay. That's just
so now our fish has definitely been cleaned, right?
Yes,
so
clean.
It's been cut open.
Open,
in the middle,
yes. Everything is
clean. So we are grilling it like this. We're not chopping it because I noticed there's some chops and there's some.
So we just have a full and
and then other chops. Okay, amazing. Yeah. So in case you're just joining us, we're here with Chef Walia, and we're literally making grilled fish and some yam chops. As you can see, she's slicing our onion right now. So we'll have the menu on screen just in case you actually want to get these ingredients going in your kitchen anytime soon. And of course, we have there the ingredients. We have fish, onion, bell peppers. We have scotch bonnet pepper. We have spring onions. We have garlic cloves, ginger, cooking oil, salt, seasoning, lemon, black pepper, oregano, mozzarella cheese, chicken breast, and parsley. Okay, and that's the ingredients we have for our grilled fish and pepper sauce. Okay, great. So the pepper sauce is going on the fish, and
so we had our hot.
Okay, so now onion is going into the pan. I'm just going to saute that a bit. Did you intentionally pick white onion for this?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it has a different flavor. Oh, I love that smell. That onion frying smell. Sorry, you're tearing up. Okay, amazing. I mean, everything is coming together really, really nicely. Definitely can't wait for this recipe to be done. This is definitely something you can have at any time, right? I mean, you can have it for breakfast if you like. There are no hard and fast rules, right? And then for dinner as well, snacks, whatever it is, right? So now I actually like to go on a break, and when we come back, there's still so much more happening on Wake Up Nigeria, so do stay with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome the grand comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Gbenga Adeyinka, the first. OJ right here, 7 of 7, like you already know.
Gbenga right here, 7 of 7, like I'm beginning to know.
It's now time for the question.
You don't scare me one bit. Bata, I go drink. So.
Okay. So now one chance for enter. My first question. Do you remember the names of the winners of that edition of StarQuest?
Of course I do.
Why do you?
And I hate myself for this. Because I have this question for you. Final question. No. Where outside Nigeria and what year? I think you're the only one that can be wicked.
I am thinking because I know back in the day.
Don't think. Answer my question quick. You are thinking too much. I don't like it.
The UK.
Final answer. Okay.
Coco has been talking to us over the past few weeks about various parenting topics, and she's back with a very important one. Now, she's all about communication. She was told at a very young age that she was expressive and a great communicator, and she's used this skill to help people effectively communicate with their young ones. Today's topic is a delicate one: hygiene in children. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back.
Oh, wow. Hygiene. One of the things that drives a lot of parents up the wall is when they go to pick up their kids from school, and when the kids get in the car, you're like, oh my goodness, what is that? Now, this is after a long day in the heat. Probably classrooms are not even, aired out properly and all that, and they notice this. But where do they start on this hygiene journey? What age does it start from, and where do parents begin?
Well, the first thing every parent must do is to teach a child bad smell and good smell.
Okay, bad smell and good smell.
There is bad smell and there is good smell.
Okay.
So, from an early age, maybe at the age of 5, 6, and you notice this, maybe your child goes out to play, and comes back with this smell. I believe in practical things. Tell her, put your hand in your armpit and then smell it. Okay. Do you like how it smells?
Wow.
If a child does not know how she smells or how she should smell, how will she know how to have a proper bath?
Okay.
He or she will be able to check themselves.
Okay.
So if you teach a child from an early age good smell and bad smell,
okay,
you understand? And also, as you teach them how to bathe, you tell them why they have to wash each part of their bodies a certain way. Okay. You must explain it so that they know and understand that it's just not a general thing of pouring water on your body. It's about scrubbing. Okay. It's about keeping the armpits clean. And for kids who go to school, the general cleaning, we all know that hair creates moist.
Yeah.
Shave.
Okay.
And then when washing the armpits, you wash in a fist. Okay. Not with your hands flat.
So it's not with your fingers, not with the tips of your fingers?
Not with the tips of your fingers.
Okay, so you use a fist?
A fist, and you scrub.
Okay.
You scrub. You have to tell them to scrub. And then you smell the sponge. The kids must smell, teach them how to smell. Smell the sponge. Does it smell good? You tell them that the way it smells is the way their friends perceive them. So if you don't like your friends to smell that, then you have to do something about it. Most kids, if you tell them, oh, your friends will, they get more conscious and check themselves. So let's just teach our kids how to check themselves. Teach them good smell and bad smell.
So there's different levels to hygiene. There are different parts of the day, the process of the day, from brushing teeth to how to use the toilet, to how to have a bath and how to maintain themselves throughout the day. So what age do you think is advisable to start this journey with them?
Well, I started with my daughter at the age of 6.
Okay.
And when I said I started teaching her, I didn't, I kept, I didn't allow a nanny bathe her.
Okay.
You know, I didn't. I did it, you know, I taught her myself. And even when I thought maybe at the age of 9, 10, she had kind of mastered it, I still stood there to supervise, to observe. You understand that she had mastered the things I had taught her. You know, so, you know, and even brushing of the teeth, you know, you have to tell the child why or what makes the mouth smell. It's the back of the tongue. If you do not stick your tongue out and throw your brush as far back as possible. And brush from that end down, your mouth will smell. It's not your teeth that makes your mouth smell, it's your tongue. So you tell the children, you know, take the toothbrush all the way back and then you brush, you understand, until, of course, you have some form of pink tongue, yeah.
So now I'm thinking about the toilet, the process of using the toilet. Now we talk potty training here almost all the time, and the process of even getting a child to use the potty and not bedwet anymore, it's a whole conversation. But once the child has started, has gotten to toileting age, what's the process?
Well, I've often heard parents say, oh, a child will come out of the toilet and they will say, oh, did you wash your hands? You know? But did you ask that child, did you look back?
Okay.
At the toilet? Did you leave it the way you found it?
Okay.
You know? So you tell the child, it's not just about, oh, coming out of the toilet or wash your hands with soap and water. Did you look back? Many kids don't look back and they take this dirty habit to schools, you know, and leave the toilets, you know, all filthy. So let us teach our kids, it's not just about, you know, washing of hands with soap and water. Let them learn to look back, you understand? And of course, the lid, you know, must come
that's
down.
actually a conversation that a lot of people, you know, have. There's been a debate about that. So I'm of the opinion that you close the lid before you flush.
Yes.
Because of, you know, the splash. But there are some people that don't even want to touch it or go near the lid or go near the toilet itself, have any physical contact with the toilet at all. With the guys that their hands or just coming in contact with it makes them more susceptible to germs.
Well, that is the essence of washing your hands after, or, you know, before you leave the toilet.
Yeah.
So whatever you do, the soap and water is there for you to wash your hands after you've done your business in the toilet. So you still get to wash your hands and clean your hands. So that issue doesn't really arise because, you know, because if you do not do that, you know, and you have the, you know, germs or whatever splashing all over the place, then, you know.
So now, so the process is you tell the child when you're done with the toilet, you look back, did you meet it, did you leave it the way you met it, then wash your hands with soap and water before you leave the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right. Now we've covered bath time a little to a certain extent. We've also covered toileting. But what about maintaining their own clothes? Now, kids are usually not really in charge of their own laundry. It's mostly parents that are in charge of their own laundry, until maybe they go into a secondary school or a boarding school. So maybe for kids that are about going into a boarding school and they're not going to be with their parents, what should the advice or the teaching be from that stage?
Well, first and foremost, I don't, washing machine or no washing machine, you know, I don't care what anyone says, but washing machine does not really take care of, you know, your clothes, you know, especially for kids who go to school, who sweat a whole lot, you know. So you need to teach your kids how to wash their clothes properly. It's not just putting it in a bucket of water. They have to wash them, wash first if they have a T-shirt, especially sports. If they have a T-shirt, they first wash the armpits, you know, and wash both, you know, the armpits, and then they wash the collar. You understand? You don't just wash generally. You teach them how to wash the armpits, wash the collar before washing the body of the outfit.
So this conversation obviously cannot end here, but we would love to hear your thoughts and take your questions and contributions on it as well. Please tag us, Wake Up Nigeria TVCE. Send us a DM if you have questions, and we'll do what we can to get back to you. So Coco, thank you so much once again for bringing all these tips and tidbits to us.
Thank you for having me.
See you again next week.
Thank you.
All right, then. At this point, we're going to be heading back to the kitchen. The chef is cooking up a storm.
Welcome back into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. Still here with Chef Walia. Chef, how's it going?
Good.
Okay, amazing. So I see that we have our onion caramelized and our stew. Okay, we'll call it stew. Okay, still frying. Pepper mix, yeah? Still frying a little bit. And then we have our fish lined up here, ready to be doused with all that pepper goodness, right? So I was going to ask you, why... We're putting this in the oven as well.
Yes, we're putting it in the fish.
We're putting it in the fish. So since it's going to still go in the oven, why did we still like...
To infuse the flavor.
Okay. So it's not... So we put it... Wasn't it still going to...
No, really. The oil is going to make... And like the way we saute it now, the oil is going to... It's going to infuse the flavor more than putting it directly
into... Okay, no problem. All right, let's see.
It's going to be drying.
It's going to be dry
instead of caramelizing.
Okay, so it's a different effect altogether. Now that's a tip we've learned. Okay, tell me. So let's go right into it.
So we'll be drizzling
some oil on it. So I noticed you actually put some slashes on the fish.
Yes.
Right. So allow the ingredients to go in properly. All right. So why do we go in with oil first?
So that the spices can stay.
Okay. Okay, so the oil helps the spice
to
stick to the fish. And not, okay, nice. All right, and then what will we go in next with?
So sprinkle a little bit of salt.
Okay. A little salt. Okay.
Because we already have...
yeah, because I was going to ask, did we season that already?
Yes, we added our fish spice.
Our fish spice to it already, okay. Nice. Okay. So, because I was actually going to ask the same question. Okay, fine. We're going to put it in the oven. Why are we frying stew, right?
There's no one way to cook it.
One way to do it, right? You can do it any way you actually want. So that's the fish spice you're going in?
Yes.
Okay, wait. Okay.
So now we'll put our stew now.
Okay, so let's have the stew. It smells so good already. I can imagine what the stew will smell like. Once it goes into the oven, it's going to smell so good. And then our oven is preheating already. Is there a particular temperature we're looking out for?
22 degrees.
22 degrees, okay.
Celsius.
Okay.
Then if it is on fire, that's about 400.
Okay. All right. So, and you said for how many minutes? 20 minutes
For 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes. All right. Everything looks like it's going good. It's going good. Looks really nice. Really, looks really, really nice. And I see all that curry. I can hear Mike laughing from somewhere. Nice. Actually smells really good. Okay, so all of that has to go into the fish, around the fish. Make sure you get that marinate really, really well. And then the onion as well goes in, stuff it all up. And so more onions all over the place. Just be generous with it, right?
Yes.
Just put it all over generously so that everywhere is coated, everywhere is covered. And I'm literally salivating already. It's not even right. It's not right, okay? Okay. Definitely smells really good already. And
we are good.
So we're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So we had some sauce left. This part doesn't look stewed.
We are still going to, after grilling, we'll add.
Okay, we're still going to add. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we going to add it while it's in the oven?
No, before broiling.
Okay. When you say broiling, what do you mean?
That's a direct heat on the fish. Now I'm going to cover it.
Oh, you're going to wrap it all up. Oh, for it to cook. Okay,
So
then you open it a bit for it to dry, for the juice to dry up. All right. Amazing. And I'm guessing after this point now, we go in with the lemon?
Yes, we squeeze the lemon.
Squeeze the lemon. Let's see you do that before we go. All right, looks good. Nice. So next time you're seeing our fish, it should definitely be well browned, thanks to our oven. All right, guys, and there you have it. The first hour is done right here on Wake Up Nigeria. But do not go anywhere because we have 45 minutes still to go. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
This is 7 of 7. My name is OJ and signing a severity into my hands tonight on this social experiment called the 7 of 7 is Owen G. What is the name, or what was the name? You see, I want to make them better now.
Rockheart.
No, of the goat when they brought it on stage.
The name of that goat.
Yeah.
We should go there.
No, that one easy now.
I'm just drinking this so that I can ask him my own questions. It's not because of
Buga.
He didn't get it. You know, you people, you know. Okay. Mention 10 female stand-up comedians in Nigeria. See, just mention their stage name. If you annoy me, you will mention their real names and the year they started. And if you annoy me further, you mention the names of their husbands and the names of their children. Try me now. Okay, mention their name.
No, let's just.
No, wait. No, don't. No. Name, real name, stage name, husband name, children name. 10 of them.
Even the 10. That's a lot.
Eh?
That's a lot.
Did I cut your question for you?
Yes.
When you were happy now. With your hunchback.
That was it.
You are wasting time. We don't have time. See, my brother, before we go on a commercial break, you are stubborn. And I told you since. The fact that you play this your hair does not mean. You understand? See this bad hair you are looking at. It's experience. I've suffered before you.
But I try now.
When you there during the military era of Abacha and Babangida, you know what happened?
I be Gen Z.
So that Gen Z, I will remove 4 out of 10.
That's like
4 out of 10 they pass exam. Don't drink this thing. Where baby you are on here. Drink out. If I land you. So it's not news that for the past 2 weeks I've had PTSD for anything fish.
Why?
But
why? PTSD is a strong word.
It's strong. What's stronger than PTSD?
Okay.
PTSD.
Oh, wow.
If you went through what I went through.
What happened? Oh.
Yeah, it will be very strong one. It will be stronger.
It's a belly issue.
Let's see. You know, more than belly. It was just only belly. But hey, come on. Welcome to the second half of the best breakfast show on television. Even if we're not trying to be narcissistic when we say that, we hope you had a wonderful. Yeah, it is.
We offer a full course meal to delight your every taste bud. And of course, we still have the main course and desserts still loading, so don't go anywhere.
What was the course? Is it Danny or is it Sukumbia?
Wow.
Or is it the Yam? Or is it Chef Walia? Who is the course? Tell us which one is the full course now.
It's the fish that wants to show you Shaggy. That's the course.
Look. Shaggy cannot kill a man. But if Shaggy wants to try.
Premium Shaggy.
But yeah, how's it going in there?
It's going great. I mean, our fish has been popped into the oven. It's all sauteed and nice in that pepper mix and pepper sauce, right? And now in our pots, we literally have our oil, vegetable oil, and our yam chops are literally about to be fried. So yeah, we're good. Very good.
Okay.
Lovely.
Looking forward to seeing how all of that comes out much later on the show. My name is Mike Mesikeno.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinsona. We're glad, really excited that you are our companions this morning. Make sure you reach out to us on social media and use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and tag us WakeUpNigeria TVCE as much as you can with all your posts.
The app is available for you to watch us. You can watch us on the Apple Store and also the Google Play Store, where you can download the app to watch us anywhere around the world once you have internet connection.
Indeed. We're on GOTV channel 16,
of course.
UHF channel 49 and StarTimes 121. Yeah?
All right. We will be celebrating you. We have shout-outs to kick off the second lap of the show. And we love celebrating. You also love celebrating. Get to celebrate. Birthday shout-outs will be our first port of call on the second lap of the show.
And joining us to talk about unintended consequences of mental health is Ese Ayegbene. She is a practicing counseling psychologist, and she's been doing so for the past decade, specializing in working with individuals in need, with the primary objective of aiding clients to overcome trauma and enhance their mental resilience. It's all about combating mental health issues like depression, anxiety, and even suicide ideation. It's a long conversation. It'll be coming up very soon.
And then we've got Angelique. Well, I almost say Kijo, but hey, come on, it's Angelica Bell. She will be here to talk to us about her career. She's a professional music career which began at university, where she worked as a lead singer for a live band called the Blue Pels Band. We're talking to her. Where's Blue Pels today and the rest of the band? All of that and much more later on. Yeah, this morning was a bit cloudy.
Yeah,
in some parts I thought it was going to rain. Yesterday was cloudy, it rained in some areas, so let's see what it is like.
Yeah, the weather is up next.
Thank you for staying with us on this beautiful Tuesday morning. And it's time for us to celebrate you if you're born in the month of May. And the first person we'll be celebrating today is Adeokun Monsuru, born on the 23rd of May. And your family is celebrating you. Happy, happy birthday.
All that you prayed for this year, you will have. All that you wish for this year, you go get. Everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
And next up, we'd like to celebrate Adwara Ejiata Faith. Now, the 21st of May is your birthday, and this is from Joy. Happy birthday, Faith.
All that you prayed for this year, you will have. All that you wish for this year, you go get. Everything and more.
Ayomikosi David Abati. The 21st of May is your birthday, and this is from your aunt Olami BC. Happy birthday, dear.
This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Right now, I would like to celebrate Chukwu is Kezie Oluwatobi Joseph. Now, the 21st of May is your birthday, and your dad celebrates you. Happy birthday, Joshua.
This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Engineer Mohammed Bashir Jalani, the 21st of May is your birthday, and your mom is celebrating you. Happy birthday, sir.
I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Fahida Abike Isiak, the 22nd of May is your birthday, and your mom is celebrating you.
And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Beide Morakinyo, the 17th of May is your birthday, and this is from Ilumos. Happy birthday, sir.
Very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Mrs. Olurami John, happy birthday. The 20th of May is your birthday, and your children, or the children of Christopher School Ibafo, is celebrating you. Chris Tower School Ibafo.
All that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Mrs. Adiola Rebecca Ayola, the 20th of May is your birthday, and this shout out is from your husband. Happy birthday, man.
This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more.
Olariwaju Blessed, the 21st of May is your birthday, and this is from your dad. Happy birthday.
And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Omishore Mary, the 20th of May is your birthday, and your mom and dad celebrate you. Happy birthday.
I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Reverend Olalekan Adeleke, the 20th of May is your birthday, and this is from Mommy Tabitha. Happy birthday, sir.
This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Sheyi Afolabi, the 21st of May is your birthday, and this is from Zay. Happy birthday, sir.
And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Stella Olushola, the 22nd of May is your birthday, and Ivan and Uriel celebrate you, ma'am. Happy birthday.
This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more.
And finally, on our birthday list today, we're celebrating Tolu Lokpe. The 22nd of May is your birthday. You're celebrating yourself. We celebrate with you. Happy, happy birthday.
This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Happy birthday to everyone celebrating in the month of May. If you are yet to send in your shout-outs, do make sure you do. We're right here just for you. And right now, we're going on a quick break, and when we come back, still more happening right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
Gentlemen, first member, dancing queen of the 80s, non-conformist, Afrobeat historian in her right, and long-standing member of the multiple award-winning all-female show Your View, Omoyeni Yeni Anikulapo Kuti, aka YK Power! Ginger,
take it.
Today we'll go here.
Hey, I don't read you.
Are you sure?
I'm not here to answer questions. I'm here to drink.
We're in trouble.
Wait till your age.
I was close now.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon. I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amaka Rakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
So what happens behind the curtains of a man's mind? Or perhaps you're one of those who wonder what men talk about when they gather. Well, here goes. Imagine what it takes to put together the perfect cocktail. Or maybe mocktail. We need a bit of sports, a sprinkling of current affairs, some very deep topical issues, and last but not the least, a healthy dose of grumbling of those we love to hate. And yes, you guessed it, women. So, if you catch the drift, then you're onto something. We will provide you with the right insights into most of your curiosities, right here within this beautiful cocktail.
Understand why. Right here we have Angelica Bell. Now, she started her professional career in the university. She worked as lead singer for a live band called the Blue Pearls. And yeah, she honed her craft, developed her vocals, and was actually signed to Niger Ninjas for a while, but left the label after Sound Sultan passed away. But we know she's working on some great things right now, and it's great to have you in the studio. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so from your social media handle, your handle is, say again.
Rasta Maria.
Rasta Maria, and we see the Rasta here. We see you owning it. So now, you know, I have to ask, is this really your hair?
What do you think?
Well, I think you own it. It's yours.
So it's mine?
It's yours. You own it. You you own it. Whether you purchased it or you grew it, it doesn't matter. You own it. And you are working it as well. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
All right, so let's talk about this journey. Blue Pearls Band, being on a live band is a lot of work.
Oh, yes, it is.
But you said in your profile that it helped you hone your craft.
Yes.
So what did that do for you, and what was that like?
It helped me discover my talent. It helped me know how to perform in front of live audiences. Like when I started, I didn't even know I could sing, basically. But then my boss, Tammy, he's like, just try. And then that's where all this started from.
Okay, when you say all this, what are you talking about?
My genre of music, reggae, because he used to always like give me reggae songs. Everything basically that I am started from.
It's a tough genre to be in, though.
Yes.
Is reggae or reggae?
Reggae, R&B, infusion, Afro.
Okay.
But then my my background is reggae.
Okay. Yeah, so that means you had a few icons that you were looking up to in the space.
Yes.
Tell us about them.
Rihanna, Bob Marley, Lucky Dube, Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
So
it's a tough genre to also be in because, especially in a time in the industry when Afrobeats is basically taking over, did you feel any push to maybe sort of try other things sometime down the line?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because of where we are, everybody's like, okay, try and dilute it, which helps actually because you can't be stuck up on one genre. You know, music is big. So when the advice came, I started to infuse into my, you know, my craft.
So is that still happening right now, infusing Afrobeats into your reggae?
Yeah, it is. But then having it undiluted as well. So there are also people, there are also audience that I cater to in that. So.
All right. So obviously with this kind of effort you're putting in to make sure you stay, authentic to reggae, but then also, giving a little bit of Afrobeats here and there, it's a lot of work. And it means that you need a team that truly believes in you. So what exactly have you been working on in the past few years?
Working on my project.
Which one?
Singles. I'm trying to put on my debut project.
Okay.
Right now, I have lots of singles out. I have short videos, still pushing.
We were seeing one of the videos just now, and that feels like it was a lot of fun to shoot.
Oh, yes, it was.
Talk to us about how that particular shoot went. That video looked really interesting.
Oh, yes,
Talk to us about the song and shooting.
Okay, Dreadlocks.
Talk to us.
Dreadlocks is it's a very personal song to me. It's something that I experienced for myself. And, people always look at people with dreadlocks and like, oh, they are rough and all. But then the song just makes you appreciate dreadlocks for what it is. The shoot came quite easy. If you notice, the person I even used had the locks. Like, everybody just came together. And then...
So these guys' locks, are they real? Wait.
Yes.
They're real locks?
Yes, they're real locks.
Okay. But the song, you titled it Dreadlocks. You're talking about dreadlocks. But just let us in. What was the mindset about singing about dreadlocks?
Because I want people to appreciate it, because when they see it, they first of all, oh, you're on locks. So it's just this image around it. But then it's such a beautiful thing to have. Yeah, I can't even.
You can't what?
I can't put in the words for it. I really love locks.
You love locks?
Yeah.
You've always loved locks?
Yes.
Even in the video, I could see that you wrapped your locks all the way up.
Yes.
But without the locks, you still have your music.
Yes. No. Without the locks, I have my music. But then this is my brand identity.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're definitely singing about it. And I have a feeling a lot of people will be connecting with it. So the Team Natural gang, all this. I'm going to get there, you know, but probably not with wigs like this. But you don't know what's going on under here. I've been working on some things myself. I'll probably launch it one day soon. But what about the projects you're working on now? You just talked about, you know, bringing everything together in a whole project. It's going to be an EP? It's going to be an album? What is it going to be?
It's going to be an EP.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be an EP.
An EP. Are you bringing in any special artists, guest artists, featuring anyone?
I don't want to say that now, would I?
You don't want to say it now?
No.
Well, why not? Why not? Let us know what your plans are.
Okay, I will just give a little tea. Okay. So the title of the EP is going to be Rasta Maria. So
Rasta Maria.
That's it.
That's all. You're not going to give us anymore. Wow. Whoa. Okay. All right then. So I want to touch on the fact that you were on the Niger Ninjas label for a while, and friend of the house, friend to so many, lover of music, poet extraordinaire, Sound Sultan passed away, and that obviously marked a turning point for you in your career. Can you share with us what was going through your mind at that point in time and how it affected you?
You know, when he signed me, he passed like almost immediately. So then I was like, I had like a blank space for a while. I didn't know where to go with my music. But then I had to find strength in everything. I started up little by little. You know, at first you're like, okay, the support and everything that he had gotten me, you expect that, okay, maybe I'll ride on it and all. But it took time. I wouldn't lie. It took time, but then we thank God.
What are some of the key things you remember him telling you about your music?
Stay true to yourself. Stay true to how you feel. Sing about how you feel. Sing about your truth. Always wear little makeup.
Okay. He said
he always insisted on me wearing little makeup.
Wow.
He really liked my hair. And I think that's one of the key factors why I still maintained it. You know, he always see me and say, this your hair, this your hair. I love it. Keep it like this, but always wear little makeup. So,
wow. And that's where we are right now.
Yes.
And you're staying true to, you're even singing about dreadlocks as well.
Yes.
May God rest his gentle soul. Now, we are going to be heading over to the kitchen. And we have something for you to taste. Our chef has been working quite hard on something. Okay. You interested?
Yes, I am.
All right, then. Let's head over to the kitchen.
Supposed to be in the kitchen.
All right, it's been an amazing Tuesday so far, right?
It's been. Welcome into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. I have Chef Walia here, and she's been hard at work grilling fish and some yam chops and some pepper sauce for you. Sadly, our fish isn't ready yet.
But let's show everyone.
Just a little bit more. A little bit more.
Okay, so the oven is right open there. Hopefully we can take a shot of that.
Yes.
Show you that the fish is almost there.
Yes,
it's almost ready. Can you see
almost
this?
Ready.
Can you see this?
It's almost ready. But I mean, we have some yam chops here. You could try this out. Okay. The sauce as well was made here by our chef.
Yes, indeed.
So let's know what you think about it.
So it's almost done, almost done, almost done.
Almost done.
Almost done. Just a few more minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but this is also really great.
Yeah, so Chef, tell us what we have the sauce made of.
So sauce is made of Scotch bonnet pepper and bell pepper, onions and spring onions. So then we season it with fish sauce and salt.
All right. Okay, so can you try it out? Like,
have a
try
taste
it out.
and let us know. Fantastic. Try out the sauce and the yam. I'm actually so interested in the yam. So what do you think? All right.
Nice. All right, that's it.
Perfect sauce for the perfect perfect fish. It will be grilled to perfection. Chef Walia, we
appreciate
Thank you.
Well done, Chef Walia. It's been a wonderful show. Thank you to everyone who was a part of the show. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.